If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that sub button for more amazing content. Now, let's jump straight into the video. What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to the Bofino One podcast, and I am your host, Bofino One, and as you guys can see from the title, I'm going to be talking about, going through this article that says, a bride missed her own wedding, lost thousands, and spent New Year's alone after Southwest canceled her flight. And I've been seeing this pop up for a little while now, so I figured this would be a good video to go through. So before we get into this video, if you guys, before we get into this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and turn on post notifications. And let's jump straight into it. So, Katie Demko was supposed to get married in Belize on Friday, but she told Insider she missed the wedding after Southwest canceled her Tuesday flight. Thousands were stranded across the U.S. over the holidays because of Southwest cancellations. A bride says she cried all morning on her wedding day after she missed the event because of a canceled Southwest flight. Katie Demko, who lived in St. Louis, told Insider that she and her fiancé Michael had planned a destination wedding in Belize for Friday. He went to Belize ahead of Demko, and she planned to take a Southwest flight on Tuesday with her children to join him. She said she described herself as a frequent Southwest flyer, taking the airline almost weekly for work. Okay, so she's like what they call business traveler, someone that, she's probably flying out on Mondays and then, flying back on Fridays, and then she's home for the weekends. But just before Demko's flight was supposed to board, she said, the captain announced it had been canceled. Demko told Insider the passengers were told the flight was short 3 flight attendants. So this kind of sounds like, a worker shortage, which we've been hearing a lot about that. Everywhere has a, worker shortage, just in general. So a lot of things are backed up, and, well, here we go, prime reason why her flight was canceled. She was unable to find another flight for her and her children to make it to Belize in time for the wedding. In quotes, I had 7 travel agents, and my whole family sat for 18 hours searching for a way to get us there, she said. We even looked at flying to Cancun and getting a bus to drive us to Belize. There was nothing. She also tried to swap tickets with friends who were flying out Wednesday, but Southwest was unable to make the switch. I cried all morning on December 30th, Demko said. So this is the other thing too, right? Like, I'm not saying that this is not traumatic, because it is, right? Like, you plan this big wedding, you spend all this money. But my thing is, like, why are you looking to travel? Or not travel, why? I don't know. Like, why have a wedding? I feel like it possibly in the winter time. I mean, I don't know if that necessarily has anything to do necessarily, but I know they were saying it's about, the people not coming to work. But I also feel like it's just in general, like, they already probably have a shortage. We've been hearing a lot about a lot of airplane companies having shortages. So you're also trying to fly during the prime time when, like, a lot of other people are trying to fly to see their family. That's just something that kind of popped up in the back of my head. Doesn't mean it's right, but it just, I don't know if this was, like, necessarily the best time to plan for something like this, just because this is also high demand. This is when, like, most of the world, not most, but a lot of people are traveling to see their family for the holidays. Southwest refunded Demko flights, and she was able to postpone many of the services she bought for the wedding, like photography and decor, though she wasn't issued a full refund. She would have to get married in Belize eventually to recoup the cost. But the resort where she and her guests were planning to stay, Victoria House, doesn't postpone reservations or issue refunds, which means Demko, her fiancé, and their guests are losing thousands as a result of the cancellation. In total, it was well over $70,000 loss in rooms at Victoria House, she told Insider. That's a lot of money. That's someone's salary. Demko is just one of thousands of Americans whose Southwest flights were canceled around Christmas weekend amid storms and the airline operational meltdown. As the company's CEO, Bob Jordan, described it, Southwest accounted for half of worldwide canceled flights on Monday, December 26th, leaving customers stranded across the U.S. So it kind of goes back to, like I said, like, the weather and also that time of the year. I just feel like I probably wouldn't have wanted my wedding to be particularly this time of the year, just in general. The chaos led to countless stories like Demko's, including a couple who missed their 4,000 honeymoon and family who lost 7,000 on a trip to Tokyo because of their canceled flight. In the wake of cancellation, Southwest issued a statement saying the company had been fully staffed and prepared for the slew of holiday traffic until the winter storm forced daily changes to our flight schedules. We recognize falling short and sincerely apologize, the statement went on to say. But airline experts told Insider that Southwest staffing and a dated scheduling system also contributed to the chaos. When contacted by Insider for a story, a Southwest representative said in a statement, "We value the continued patience and support of our valued customers, and we apologize for the inconveniences of the past week." The statement also directed customers to the travel disruption support page and luggage information page on the Southwest website, adding that it would strive to return to our previous level of Southwest hospitality and reliability in the coming days. Demko told Insider that Southwest hadn't contacted her even after she appeared on CNN on Thursday to discuss her experience. Not once has Southwest tried to contact me, even to just apologize, she said. Adding she was particularly surprised by the lack of contact because she had flown Southwest so often. Well, the thing is, though, like, she has to remember she's saying that's for work. So it's like she's flown so often, like, that's for work. That's not, like, her personally. Like, her name is on it, but I'm pretty sure they're using, like, you know, a business account or, you know what I mean? She might even have a work number. So I don't know. We need a little more detail on that. I know they're probably dealing with a ton because of the whole mess, but not one single person from the company has reached out. Demko and her fiance spent New Year's Eve apart and unmarried because of the debacle. On New Year's Eve, I sat at my house and talked to Michael, who was sitting in Belize. And we said, Happy New Year, she said, knowing that we were not ringing in 2023 as husband and wife as we had hoped to do. So yeah, it's pretty dramatic, but it kind of goes back to, like I said, like, I just wouldn't have probably planned. I mean, I'm not saying that this couldn't happen if this was like in the spring or the summertime, but just me personally, I probably wouldn't have planned for something like this, particularly Christmas time when there's, you know, weather, a lot more potential for weather, as well as this is just when everyone's traveling. A lot of people are going home to see their family or whatever the case is. So let me know your guys' thoughts about this down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.